is Bessie Goth. My hair is going crazy today because it's summer. It's hot outside. I finally came back from the store, so yay. So today we're going to be talking about horror, the subject of horror. And I'm going to be looking down on my tablet and getting you like all the info on it and stuff. So let's get started, okay? Alright. Okay. The history. Alright. It's going to 1890s and the 1900s. It's basically, it says like the first supernatural screen appear of several short silent films. So yeah, it's basically silent films. And then the first filmmaker was George Melies. It's spelled Melies. It was in the late 1890s. Best known in his early supernatural works in the 13-minute short film of, it's like this French film is La Mort de Monty, known in English both in Haunted Castle and The House of the Devil. The film sometimes was credited as being the first ever horror film. In the Haunted Castle, the devil appears inside this castle where he harasses the visitors. His other popular film is another French film, the La Caverne, which literally translates as to the Cursed Cave. The film is also known as an English title, The Cave of the Demons. Tells the story of a woman submitting over a cave that's populated by spirits and skeletons and people who died there. And then there's another film he also made. It was another short film that people consider it as a horror comedy. It's terrible. Which it translates into A Terrible Night. Tells the story of a man who tries to get a good night's sleep but ends up wrestling a giant spider. That sounds awesome. And there's other films, La Perdiz, or the Wicked, or the Bewitched Inn, which is the story of a hotel guest being pranked and tormented by unseen presence. Which that's kind of interesting. I didn't even know about him. That's pretty interesting. In the 1897, an American photographer turned director George Albert Smith created X-Ray Fiend in 1897, a horror comedy trick film that came out mere 2 years after the X-ray was invented. Ooh, interesting. The film shows a couple of skeletons courting each other, an audience full of people uncosmeted, and seeing moving skeletons on the screen would found it frightening and otherworldly. The next year, Smith created a short film called Photographing a Ghost in 1898, considered a precursor of a paranormal investigation on the subgenre. Her film is portrayed three people attempting photographs of ghosts and only failed the time again when the ghost mumbles a man and throws the chairs at him. Well, that's interesting. That's the first ghost hunters and ghost adventures, and it's like in a movie. That's cool. In Japan, the first Japan one also made an early purchase of the horror gore. In 1898, Japanese film company called Kushi Hennen released 2 films written by Horihara, where it's a Shin no Koshi, destruction of a corpse, Bake Tsukushi, a Kushi spook film shunning the Nokashi, tells a story of a dead man who comes back to life after falling from a coffin and 2 men are carrying it. That is so interesting. That is so cool. Yeah, so that goes down like all these films. And then there's trick films. What was that first one? Oh, is this? Yeah, this is like the history. That's just so interesting. And there's like trick films, as the 19th century gave away 20th artists and engineers all pursuing the bounty of the films, which is cool. Let's see. In the 1910s, this is a weird guy with his clown face, I guess. It's weird. 1910, Instinct Studios in the United States produced Frankenstein, woohoo, which is the best film. I think that's with is that the first Frankenstein? Yeah, then I never watched that one. But I think that's the best story on the monsters is Frankenstein. And then there's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, woohoo. And then there's the Universal Studios. Let's see, what else? This is so cool. Let's see. In the history, 1920s, scary. Yeah, it's just basically telling you the history of it. I'll show you the link. I didn't want you guys to get bored of all that stuff. Let's see. There's all the history, which is really cool. It goes down to the 1920s to, let's see how far it goes. It probably goes into the 2000s. Yeah, 2008. And it's like the end. The last one was like the Bird Box, which I haven't really watched the whole thing. I don't think that's really it's like a thriller kind of horror, I guess. Alright, subgores. Subgores, I think we should go into this because that's more interesting, I think. Action horror is subgenre combining an inclusion of evil force events, subversives of horror movies with weapon fights, frantic chases of action gore. Themes, events often prevent a typical action horror film includes gore, woohoo, demons, aliens, fishes, animals, vampires, most commonly zombies. This category also fuses of fantasy gore. Examples of cute. Oh, there's the names of the action gores. Okay, Alien, Predator, Dog Soldiers, Blade, From Dusk Till Dawn, I Saw the Devil, Resident Evil, Feast, Train of Biston, Purge series, and Upgrade. That's like some of the movies I've seen. Dusk Till Dawn is my favorite. Blade. I don't think Blade's a horror though. It's action though. Definitely action, but I don't know if it's a horror. I Saw the Devil is, I would think it's more a drama horror to me. It's more drama. Or a thriller. It's like a thriller, yeah. but that's cool. There's body horror, which that's a really popular subgenre, which is a horror primarily by the graphic destruction or disfiguring a body, which, yeah. Other types of body horror include unnatural movements, uncorrected placement of limbs, create monsters out of human body parts. David Cronenberg is one of the notable directors of the score. Body horror films include Starry Eyes, Videodrome, Dead Ringers, Contraction, The Thing, The Fly, and American Mary. I tried to watch Videodrome and I didn't like it at all. It was too weird for me, I guess. The Fly is really good. The Thing's really good. And American Mary is really good. I love that movie. It's with I can't think of her name, but she's in Ginger Snaps. And she's a great actress, and I love that movie. It's a great movie. Alright, comedy horror. One of my favorite horrors, comedy, is switch of horror primarily derived of graphic destruction or that's body horror, sorry. Combines events of comedy and horror fiction. Horror comedy gores often cross over to black comedy gore, and are occasionally also a horror film, lower rating and aimed at a family audience. Story of Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving is the first great comedy story. Examples of comedy films include and American Werewolf in London, Beetlejuice, Jennifer's Body, Teeth, Nana Forever, Slither, Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Shaun of Dead, Zombieland, Scary Movie, and Idle Hands, Gremlins, and Paranorman, and Ghostbusters were examples of comedy horror films aimed at family audiences. Well, I agree on that one. That's a good list. I definitely agree on those. I don't know about Teeth and Jennifer's Body and Nana Forever, but the rest of them I agree on, because those are really good comedy horror. And there's holiday horror. Oh my god, that is the best, I think, subgenre, and one of them is a film depicts of horror events set on holiday and holiday seasons. Often involves pandemic horror, not reading very good. Killer stalking lenses of victims in violent manner set during Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, April Fool's Day, Thanksgiving, and examples include Silent Night, Deadly Night, Black Christmas, Halloween, My Buddy Valentine, Home Sweet Home, April Fool's Day, Valentine, Trick or Treat, and all through the house. Good list. I like that one. Horror Adventure, a film that blends explosions and exotic places. Other adventure events of horror settings examples include King Kong, Descent, Silent Hill, Jaws, Cannibal Holocaust, and Recorda. I guess King Kong's not really a horror to me. I guess back in the day it was scary, but I don't think that's a horror. Descent, I guess, is an adventure. They go through a hole. Silent Hill. Jaws is not really an adventure, I guess. It goes on a boat, so I guess so. I haven't seen Cannibal Holocaust. And Canada, I guess. Go on a ship again, so. Horror drama. The film focuses on dealing with realistic emotional struggles often involving the devotional family in horror setting. The film horror events are often served as a backdrop of revealing the dramatic plot. Examples include Dark Water and the exorcism of Emily Rose, Lights Out, Babadook, The Fly, It, Let the Right One In, Antichrist, Exorcism, Mama, The Sixth Sense, and Audition. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I haven't watched any of those, but they look like a drama, so I agree with that. Science fiction horror. It often involves subjects include that not limited killer aliens, mad scientists, and experiments that gone wrong. Examples include Frankenstein, Species, Manic, Alien, The Fly, The Thing, The Blob, Apollo 18, Event Horizon, and Resident Evil. I disagree with Resident Evil. The rest of them, I agree with. The Thing, I disagree with. That is just a demon thing that goes into people, so I disagree with that. Slasher films. Woohoo! Often revolves around serial killers and mostly murder people through the violent means. It always involves serial killers. Psycho, Chainsaw Massacre, The Black Christmas, Halloween, Friday 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street series, the Child Play History, the series, and Scream series. Yes. Okay. Splatter films. I'm going to end with splatter films because I'm going to 17 minutes. I think that'll be it. And then I'll do an update and then we'll be done, okay? Splatter films definitely focus on graphic portrayals and gore and graphic violence through uses of special effects and enormous blood, guts. Many tend to display overt, interesting, really very human body as a motivation. An example of splatter films are Inside Train, Human Centipede, Saw, Hostel, Blood Feast, Storm Warning, and Manic. That's like one of my next to slashers is splatter films. I love splatter films. If it's a good movie, I like it. Alright. I'm done with horror for today. I don't want to bore you guys. And my voice is going. I don't know why. I think it's allergies. But basically my update is basically nothing. I've been trying to read all my romance-a-thon books that I'm like joining with Gabby. And I think she has another person that's hosting it. And I'm on my third book, The Honeymooners, On Honeymooners by Christina Lauren. I love it. Christina Lauren, I think, is starting to be one of my favorite authors right now, next to Brittany Cherry. And I think, yeah, that's basically it. There's not very much to update about. I'm going to be doing news and all that stuff on my Instagram on Bessie Goth, and just trying to follow me and everything. And I did some more. I added new chapters on my novel on Wattpad, so check that out. And yeah, that's basically it. Make sure to have a good day and make it a good day, like Jake says. Always make it a good day. If it isn't a good day, try to make it a good day. It's been, I think, last week has been crazy, and I've not been, like yesterday, I didn't really have a really good day, so just try to make it a good day, and I will talk to you guys later.